Hello, I'm going to teach how to do basic crocheting, and I'm going to do stitches all the way from beginner all the way to expert and master level. So as I teach a stitch, I will show you how to use a stitch in something that you can make yourself. The first stitch that you have to learn is how to make a chain. A chain is the very bottom or the very start of a piece of pattern. You have to have a chain and you have to know how to cast on for a crochet to start a pattern, no matter what pattern you have. So I'm going to start with a chain. So this is the color I'm going to use. This is not a single chain. The bottom here is your single chain. The rest of this are different types of crochetings that we will get to in later videos. I want these to be very short videos that you guys can watch on a break or get a glimpse of real quick. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make a slip knot. There's a million ways to make a slip knot, I'm sure, but the fastest way I've learned is you take the hook, you're going to put it together. So you should have the two ends and then the one that attaches to the ball of yarn. You should have them like that. You're going to twist it twice. Should look like that. Okay, twist it twice, yep. And then you're going to put your hand through the hole, the opening. So this is the loose end. You're going to put two of your fingers through this loop that you've made, and you're going to grab the yarn that is still attached to your ball. And you're going to just pull it tight, and it makes a knot. So you should have one loop, the slip knot, and then on the other end you should have the part the end of the thread and then the part that's attached to the ball of yarn. Okay, so I'll show that one more time. You're going to take the end, you're going to pair it on the same side as the non-end that's still attached to the ball. You're going to twist it twice. You have a nice little X. And this is one yarn, goes over, under and over, okay? Under and over. You want that nice X, and you want to loop and loose. Okay, so you're gonna put your 2 or 3 fingers in here, yes, just like that. So you have an opening to grab a hold of. Sorry, that's my radio. Okay, so you've got your loop, you've got your fingers in your loop. You can do 2, you can do 3, whichever you're comfortable with. You're going to take the loop and you're going to grab with your fingers inside. You're going to grab the piece that's still attached to the yarn ball, not the loose one, leave the loose one down there. You're going to grab the loose yarn and you're going to pull it straight through. So it should make a knot. You should have a knot. And then you should have one loop, and you should have 2 ends, one attached, one not attached. That is a slip knot. That is what you need for any crochet start. Okay, so you're going to put your hook. This is a 5mm hook, if you can see that. I think it's backwards. A 5mm hook. You can start with any size, it doesn't matter. I've been told that if you start with a bigger size, it's easier for you. I started crocheting with a 4.5, so it's one of the smaller ones. It's not a tiny one, but it's one of the smaller ones. I also suggest with beginners you get one that a crochet hook that you can see the sizing for. This one is carved into the hook, so it can't fade like ink. If it has ink on it, it'll fade. Wood ones are really nice. I have a bamboo set, but they're harder to see the hook from the handle. So, and if you're just starting out crocheting and you're not sure if you're going to do it, just buy one size. It doesn't really matter what size you go with. So you've got your crochet hook in your hole, and you can make it bigger by pulling on one side or make it smaller by pulling on the side that's attached to the ball yarn. You can leave this dangle, you don't need it. You're going to pull it about this tight. You want a little hole down there, but not too much. Okay, now with the yarn, there's a million ways you can do this. You can loop it around this way, so you're holding, So you can do it so you're holding on to the yarn flat on your palm, and then you can loop around one finger, or you can just grab it and loop it. You can also loop it all around your hand. It doesn't really matter. You just want your index finger. Okay, so all you want to make sure is that you have at least one spiral. Show that again. One spiral around your index finger. One spiral around your finger. The rest of your fingers don't matter. You want to have your thumb on top of the yarn to keep it from moving when you need tension, and off the yarn when you need to be able to pull some through. So don't pull, pull. Okay. I've never done videos, so I'm sorry if it's bad quality. Okay, so you've got your needle or your hook, whichever you prefer to call it. Most people will call it a crochet hook or a knitting needle. Tell the difference. Okay, so your hook, you're going to wrap your yarn around your finger so you can control how much you have at a time. All right, so the starting chain, you're going to take your crochet hook, you're going to put the needle on one side of the yarn, see? You're going to twist it, so the needle should be attached to it, like that. The yarn should, that's your loop, the yarn should sit in it, like that. It shouldn't be real tight, it should just sit on the hook, okay? Let's do that again. Loop over the crochet hook, turn so the yarn sits in that little needle point, and then you're going to pull the loose yarn that's attached to your ball through the loop that's already on your hook, okay? And it should, hook that so you guys can see this little loop. It should end up looking like that. So each loop will have this part on the top, and it'll have one piece on the bottom. And I'll show you what I mean by that when I get more chain. It would make more sense. It's important to know which side is the top and which side is the bottom. If they say you crochet through the bottom, they're meaning one loop. If they say crochet through the back, it's on the top. If they say crochet through the front, it's the top in the front one. And if it just says to crochet, it means the top in both. Okay, now that you understand, I told you that, I can explain what it means. Okay, so we're going to loop in, and that'll give you a new loop on your crochet hook every time you do that. So you're going to loop it, turn it, hook it, pull. Take your hook, loop it, turn it, hook the yarn on that needle, that hook, pull it through. Okay? Loop it, turn it, hook it, pull. Loop it, turn it, hook it, pull. And when you turn it, you should be turning it towards you. Turn it towards you, which is why you guys can't see it. And it should hook onto the yarn the right way, and then pull through the loop. Okay, so we've got a few of these on here. I'll show you the loops that I'm talking about. So let's see if I can get a good one. Yeah, this is the bottom. This is the top. So you've got the bottom has this individual loop down here. This piece here. This is one piece. This is the bottom. It has one. The top will have one here. It will also have another one straight across from it. So there's actually two there. See? There's two on there. So that is how you start a chain stitch. And you just do as many chain pieces. So if it says CH 30, you're going to make 30 of these. And counting's fun. So that's a chain, and that's a 10-minute video also. I want to keep these short for you. So the next video, we'll go ahead and teach you how to do a single crochet hook. And hopefully you've practiced by then, because I'll put these out once a week on Tuesdays. Have a good day.